Yo, what is up, guys? It is Nick here with some raw day trading, and I got to tell you, the well is poisoned. Um, yeah, I don't even. It was just so manipulated today, and honestly, this is kind of what we've been seeing day after day. Really high volumes, like insane amount of volume going through these stocks, and just manipulated on the spread, on the bid offer, on the entries, on the it looking always looking like it's some exceptional place to be in or exceptionally bad place to be in, and it never actually being real. Like, and then you just have these stocks that just bounce up and down, up and down, up and down, like very intense moves on a penny stock like this VTAK. What was this? It had a 68 to 81. I mean, 15% move in like less than a minute. Like, what the fuck is going on? Let me show you what I'm looking at here. Yeah, there there is. So small cap traders, um, I don't know about other traders, but small cap traders specifically are being hunted. And they are being hunted hardcore. And it takes a very, very cool head and small sizing to really manage this. But like, look at this here. You have a very, so I think it almost fails here, and it pops from 70 all the way up to 81, like instantly. Actually, I think it pops to like 78, pushes up to 81, then comes all the way back down, and then kind of just curls right there. And then the small experience that I had with this stock was, it was just like I was able to lose. I was just kind of playing around, I guess, but like I was playing with. In fact, let's just get into the recording. The open was poison, absolute poison. Like, if there is, I think we've all just become like rats in these algorithms traps. Like, I'm a decently cautious trader, and I just find myself impossibly getting like yoked into stuff that I I just find it hard to see coming. And when I am right, I'm not allowed to be right because the fills are just horrid. Like, I don't even think it's the fills necessarily, but like the moment I click the buy button, the stock will move its price, elevate its price up to the level that I wanted to exit at. And I'm just like, well, maybe I'm just slow, stupid, and the stock that I'm trading just has no, resistance, and it just flips around on like really low volume orders. But dang, you know, let's go. Let's go check out KZIA first. This will be pretty good. Okay, so going into the open here. This looks mediocre at best. VTAC is the other one. I actually don't trade it at first. I don't like it super a whole mucho. KZI goes in. The size I have up is decently sized. And it is the open. It is the first 1 minute here. Okay, am I just dumb and I'm just like super slow on this? Where, show me. I want to see where the the order hits the charts. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm hitting it at 73. It looks like. At least that's what it says on the chart. And then I'm getting filled at 90, and I'm just like cutting it immediately because it just pops up to like I'm thinking I can like get in for a quick scalp, in that action, but it's actually just not fast enough. Like the orders don't go through fast enough, and I'm not using a marketable limit order, which I could, but it just takes time to set up and whatever. Okay. And so after that, I was like, well, hooty hoo, I'm not even going to touch that garbage. Let's go over here to this other stupid name, the VTAK. Ends up being easy to borrow on. It says hard to borrow, but it was 0% fee on the short sale, and I was able to get shares. So I don't know, maybe it was or wasn't easy to borrow. Who knows? But let me see here. I do something. What do I do? To be fair, this is mid-range, not the best place to be taking a trade. So I jump in, and I'm like, maybe the level 2's delayed, but I don't think it is. Okay, right here I'm clicking the buy button. It's 74. It's 38 by 41. Okay. I get filled at 42.426. Okay, it's not amazing. Immediately I'm hitting the sell button because I think I'm up like 7 cents, or not 7 cents. I think I'm up half a penny basically. And just a quick scalp, just try to get a feel for the stock. And here's the feel that I got. I don't even see it drop down to 41, but I get filled at 41. I mean, it's just like I got to totally change the style of the trading because these are just unforgiving trades, or like my data didn't seem like it was lagging or anything, or it just didn't make sense. Didn't make sense on the chart. It didn't make sense on the level 2. So I got to give these a little bit wider time berth to get associated, I guess, but yeah, that's just annoying. Okay. So that's the kind of stuff that I've been experiencing. And because of that, I've just been trading really small. Like, all right, you don't want to give me good fills. I'm not going to put share size that I can put into it. I won't make money, sure. I'm not going to lose money. I'm not going to jump in with 20,000 shares, 10,000 shares, like juicy amounts of share size on something that I could get filled 5 cents higher on, like on a 73-cent stock. It's just not worth it. So I'm just pretty cautious about everything. And that's just been the motto of this year, and it's kind of sort of unfortunate because it's keeping me from making money, but it's better than, I guess, losing money. Probably should have had that trade a little bit more dialed in. Yeah, okay. guess I just have to hold on these upswings when I'm right a little bit more. Let me see what else. Do I have any? I don't really have any time notes, any timestamp notes. In AOV, I was right and wrong as usual. It ends up being the one coming up, and then I make a little bit of money on. HSDT was just relentlessly, like, this one was just so controlled. I don't even know how to describe it. I guess it's mostly like a feel, but it's just so, like, it points up to a high and then flushes low and controls and then goes. Everything just seems like it's, used to fake you out, which it is. You know. Okay, well, c'est la vie. Got to adapt. And then we have HSDT, or NWE. NUWE was the stock of the day. I made the most money on this, but I didn't even trade it until it, like, they're just huge sellers up here. Okay, so it comes down here. I start taking small trades on it, like right here. Get a little bit of a cushion. I size up, and then I just start chunking into it. And there's this one trade here where everything kind of looked right, felt right, and I like really loaded in and then held this trade and made a decent amount, kind of just like recycling a couple, like twice in this area until these big sellers came up and pushed the stock down lower through the stop of my smaller position, which was going to be the rider, which is fine. I was up 562 on it. I end the day around like up the same on it. I end at the highs of up 430, but like it was really difficult to get a read on anything else except for this area right here. Like, this was the only area that I was able to get a meaningful read on. Literally everything else for me, every other stock, like just wouldn't give me the fills that I was trying to get on a market order, which, okay, it's a market order. F me, right? Don't use market orders. But dang, market orders are so easy. They're so nice. I don't have to go through the API of the DOS trader. I love market orders. Deep breath. Gym, I try to do it. I'm thinking like maybe this thing does like a little halt reversal. I get in, I get roasted here. Well, not roasted. I really small size, so I just take a loss and it's fine. Traded a couple times. I get to green and then it just hesitates too long, doesn't go, doesn't do what I think everyone was expecting it to. Comes down and I sell, of course, with 100 share position at the lows. It goes up $1.50 a share, of course. And that's the most meaningful stuff. I don't even know if I have. There's one really annoying. I had a short sale that I got filled really high on, or really low on, because VTAC was easy to borrow. I jumped in short somewhere. Pops up to 75, yeah. No, not in that video. Delete that. I just have so much tape I gotta delete. Yeah, maybe it's this one. No, not that either. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, the open, if you take anything from this, just be the Open has just been garbaggio. Like, by and large, just the biggest waste of money that I've had. Any of the stocks that were gapping pre-market are literally become poisonous. Like, they're, at least for longs, and they're just so volatile. I feel like if I were trying to go short, I would just end up stopping out and then it would go down. But I mean, this is kind of how stocks trade normally. It's so violent. Um, it just there's something so uncontained about it, and because the fills, like, your orders just keep getting skipped over. Um, or that's not the right word, because you keep skipping over the ask when you hit an order. It's like you feel like you have to stop out immediately, which probably is the right move because those actually tend to be the tops. It's like they fill someone super high, and so I don't know. Um, I like my life. I don't want to deal with like meaningless stress. There's nothing I can really learn scalping wise from this. Like, the more I try to scalp in that way, the less money I make, and I probably should just find a strategy where I just hold a little bit longer, maybe go short, whatever. I don't know, but then shorts get roasted too. Anyways, grateful to be green. Be very careful out there. It's like, it's just so mind numbing to see a stock that has 600 million shares of volume and just not moving. And then, like, all the move gets piled up as the tension builds as the market makers absorb all the orders. And then they decide which way they want to push the stock. And it's just so controlled. Like, 600 million shares of volume, and it just doesn't float any sort of semblance of like a natural movement in a stock. And I'm just like, what is going on with these conditions? I don't trust anything, and you shouldn't either. Day trading is risky. I don't recommend anything. This is one of the hardest easy money careers, whatever, in the game, in the world, probably. Maybe the only other one is being a UFC fighter. I don't know. There's probably some pretty hard things to do, but this is a very difficult one. Poker player is probably a rough one. You just have everyone has a beat on you. That's what it feels like. Everyone knows exactly what I want to do. And so, having said all that, I'm done. Have a great day. Day trading's risky. Don't do this at home.